to your mid-month reading for August. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. I do have my store details and link in the description area, as well as the donation link. Okay, friends, let's get right into this and see what's going on in your energy for the mid-month part of August. August is moving fast. I think it's because they want us to all take our kids back to school. I homeschool, so yeah, it starts next week, so I'm trying to roll everything out as fast as possible before I get back into that. Okay, let's do this. Virgo. Virgo energy is Seven of Swords in reverse. Nice, taking on the responsibility, feeling more responsible, or having a lot of responsibilities around you. See what's going on? Clarifying on the Seven of Swords. This card's not only going to clarify on the Seven of Swords, it's going to clarify on the entire reading. Okay. Sacrifice. Making that self-sacrifice, this card is the same as the Death card and the Hangman together. So usually sacrifice is a self-sacrifice. Knowing what you need to do it for yourself. Knowing that not only when you self-sacrifice, you're also helping other people. So it's kind of a selfless act. For instance, we can use the idea of taking on the responsibilities not only for yourself, but for the selfless acts of others around you. For instance, if you didn't have a lot of money for food in the house and you were trying to feed your family, maybe you would take the smaller portion of food and sacrifice your own well-being for your family's well-being, for your children. Maybe you wouldn't even eat, but maybe just that breakfast or dinner so that everybody else could eat around you. Okay, and that is a self-sacrifice. And this one is the self-sacrifice for responsibilities. And this card is not only just for others, it's also sometimes for your own well-being as well. But it's really I think it's a very selfless act because you know that there are things that are going on around you that have to have more responsibility. So you're really taking on the extra responsibilities for yourself, as well as those around you. Okay. So also, for instance, if you know that somebody has children at home and they're working long hours and they need to be there with their children, you will take on the responsibilities of someone else and self-sacrifice your own time to help that person get home to their children, and that way they spend more time there. Okay, saying that they don't need the money, they need the time, right? So you say, well, I will take that time for you. Okay, so that's really how I see this card. I've always seen this card this way, and sometimes when it's for yourself, it's because you're not doing so great, so you're going to put in the extra ambition for yourself to take the transformation to help yourself out. Okay, if you're living in a teeny tiny house and it's not good enough for yourself and you know that it's not healthy for yourself, you're going to do something to help yourself out. Okay, so you have all this responsibility going on and you've sacrificed your time, your efforts, and your responsibilities to do so. Okay, very beautiful card, actually. Choosing wisely. Yeah, and the present is choosing wisely because you are not feeling the material harvest that you need, and this is why you're taking this sacrifice. In the near past, you had no victory and success, and in the near future, you are balancing yourself out. Very nice, with more patience and planning of that self-sacrifice. This is very, very nice. So, over here with the Hangman energy that this card is taking out, like I said, it's the no longer struggle into that situation. You're kind of waking up, taking that wake-up call, okay, to get more active and understanding. Okay, So let's clarify on the victory and success, knowing that you have no victory and success in your past. It's like you were trying to toot the horn, but the horn is broken. Yeah, it's because all your dreams and everything just felt like you were wasting your time. Nothing was coming into play. I dreamt for this to happen and it never happened. Nothing is happening. Nothing is going my way. This Emperor could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. Maybe they're upset about this whole incident as well. You guys are not doing very good. Maybe they're too manipulative in the situation, trying to manipulate a situation, right? Or maybe you were trying to manipulate the dream to come forward in the way that you want it, but it wasn't happening the way you wanted it to. Yes, by taking more action. I think you really wanted that action. Maybe you couldn't take the action you wanted to, so you're manipulating the action to happen faster than it can, or that it would, but it looks like it didn't happen. With the Nine of Cups, something's gone awry. Why are you not getting your satisfaction, right? It's like everything I'm dreaming of is not happening, and now I'm feeling alone. I'm lost. I'm in the cold. I don't understand why this is not going my way. I put in all this action to do something, and it's just, it feels like now it's excessive waste. I've been wasting my time. Were you wasting your time on an Emperor or an Aquarius, or was it just a waste of time altogether for whatever your Nine of Cups were? Okay, so now you're becoming more responsible. You're taking on the actions in a different way, self-sacrificing yourself, getting yourself out of bonds and chains, and realizing, I'm not going to be paralyzed. I'm not going to allow this to happen. I'm not surrendering at all. Okay, I'm not going to be defeated. I'm not going to let this defeat me. Could be also, you know, with this bringing in the death energy, it's like I maybe things were great in the beginning and now they're not good at all, right? So I have to change. There has to be a change for my own good, for maybe our own good, you know, depending on if, you know, you're with this person still. You're choosing wisely. Reaping what you sow, you're sowing these seeds over here. You're having the realizations of what needs to be changed and trying to choose wisely. Taking on responsible actions and thoughts. I feel like a lot of this is really within thoughts at this time with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Swords are mental, so I'm really thinking it's more really getting deep down, trying to choose wisely for why your material harvest is not going the way you want it to go. Seven of Wands, taking a challenge, a new challenge, challenging yourself. Here we come with that self-sacrifice coming in, really putting on a new challenge, taking a new step, defending your new way of thinking and these new choices and these new responsibilities. Oh yeah, and that's going to bring, wow. So with the self-sacrifice, having a new beginning within the self-sacrifice, you have the leap of faith. So with that, you're really taking the leap of faith to change things. Virgo, you're not going to sit in this energy anymore. You're not going to feel defeated anymore. Whether, like I said, whether it's in love or a job or whatever it is for you, you know you do not have the material harvest. But this leap of faith, you're praying that it's going to bring you the good news that you want, since you did take the self-sacrifice to change things. Definitely going into hermit mode. Wow. Okay, so your own energy is coming up with Virgo energy, digging deep and having revelations. Yeah, revelations. Definitely revelations and realizations about what's going on to change this whole thing, the situation. It's not even energy. It's definitely a situation wanting this material harvest to come right up. Yeah. King of Pentacles, having realizations that you want to be in the energy of the King of Pentacles. You want your prosperities and figuring out how you're going to get the good news, how you're going to evolve pretty much into this King of Pentacles by putting in different ideas, work, responsibilities, adding something different to your list of things to do. Seven of Cups, okay? So here comes all these different opportunities and really focusing in on the opportunities at hand. How am I going to change this? How am I going to move towards this with the Chariot? Making it equal, but it also has to be, if you're with a partner, it could be equal give and take. Maybe you're taking on too many responsibilities and you're like, I self-sacrifice, I'm taking on too many responsibilities. And there needs to be equal give and take. Or maybe your partner feels you do not have, and that's why they're manipulating the situation. You do not have the equal give and take. They're saying, Virgo, I work too, you know, could be dealing with a Cancer. They could be saying, I'm doing all the work and you don't, you know, have as many, you're not putting in as much as I want you to. And it's almost like you're having the realization that you're saying, you're right, I don't. For some reason, I'm struggling. I'm having a rough time. I want to give equally. I'm just really at my wit's end. I do not know how I'm going to do this. So I'm going inside to figure this out. That way you can feel free to have the choices to help. And if it's not helping somebody else out, it could be just helping yourself. And really, I believe that you're also kind of watching the red flags. Maybe you're waiting for other jobs to open to take that opportunity. Or maybe you're wanting love, so you're kind of, if there's nobody else involved, maybe you're out looking for love and you're looking for the red flags of either this person coming towards you, a Cancer coming towards you, a Leo coming towards you, or it could just be looking for the red flags of someone seeming interested in you because you're taking on more adjustment in areas. It doesn't have to be responsibility. It could just be adjusting to a situation, adjusting to the way you look at people, the way you're handling yourself around people to have more opportunities with love. Okay, so there's also that. Balancing yourself out in the near future. You do have messages coming up. I do believe that messages of balance are coming up. It could be dealing with a Libra, and Libra messages are coming in and they make you feel very balanced. You're also aiming higher if it's for that job, as we were talking about in pretty much the very beginning. Just really looking for this job and aiming higher to find a new job. Really planting the seeds and taking on a job that might have more hours, more responsibility. Six of Swords coming in. It could be that you're moving, no matter what, you're moving towards this. Could be moving towards this message, towards this Libra, towards this Cancer, Leo. I have Sag up here as well. Got a lot of signs up here. Like I said, we also, you know, have this Aries, Taurus. For some reason, you know, I feel like if it was Aries, Taurus in the past, I think that it was like more like you kind of moved away from that person and you're moving towards something else. That's for some of you. But however it is, you're moving towards this message, aiming higher, moving up the ladder. Page of Pentacles, or not Pentacles, I'm sorry, a Page of Cups coming in. Yeah. However it is, it's kind of like you're moving past the disappointment and moving higher. The Page of Cups over here. If a message was coming through, it was a disappointing message from somebody else. Because it looks like you, in this one, you're balanced. You have a message coming in, I would say, from this Libra energy moving towards. But there is this disappointment that is going on. Is it a message of an apology from a disappointment? The disappointment put fear in you. Maybe you're moving past, well, for some of you, it's moving higher and then moving away from the disappointment in which this fear had you over here, the fear of not finding what you need. For some others of you, there's a message coming in that somebody, I see this Emperor. They're like still feeding you fear that you're not going to move towards where you need to move. So take that how it resonates, because I don't know. But no matter what it feels like, however it is, it doesn't matter if this message is coming in of disappointment and fear and them trying to feed fear back into you. You've already got yourself balanced. You're already aiming high for what you want. So they can feed you fear all you want to tell you you're still not doing a good job and in your future, but I'm telling them they're wrong, because I see the patience and planning sitting here, and it feels already like you've already moved away from that, and you're pretty much telling them in their own ways too. You know, I've already moved past all that disappointment and fear, so you can feed it to me all you want, but I'm not listening. Yeah, King of Cups coming up. I'm whole. I've got my emotions together, and I self-sacrificed, and I know where I'm going, so you can't talk to me like that. Say what you will. And then for others of you, you have, like I said, this Libra or something coming in. I think this is a new person. Actually, not super new, but newer than the Emperor. Yeah. But however it is, you've got your emotions together, and you already found love. You found the love within yourself. You found the love in where you need to be. And you've already completed your routines of the self-sacrifice to get yourself to the areas that you need to be in, feeling more responsible for love, feeling more responsible in the workplace, your life in general. And you have the patience and planning. Yeah. And not only that, you have the perfect timing for your patience and planning, and you might even be keeping it a secret to yourself about how you're going to do things. It's, you know, I kind of got that that image of it's no one's business. I'm doing my own thing, which is kind of good though, because remember what I told you about law and attraction. You don't want to blow out your birthday candles or wish upon a star and tell people what you're doing, because sometimes they have negative results. And this, man, does that not just tell you that right there, that what I say is true? This person's already being very negative Nancy on you, saying, yeah, remember all the disappointments? I don't think you're going to move anywhere. And you're like, I have secret agenda, dude. Don't talk to me. Okay, I'm already where I'm supposed to be. And boy, if they really knew what your secrets were, I'm telling you, I think that this person would hold it against you. Really do feel it's this Emperor. The Magician, yeah, secrets on your law and attraction. What did I just say? Oh my gosh. Secret law and attraction. Good for you. Good for you, Virgo. That means you guys have been paying attention, because that goes to show you're keeping that deep down within your Virgo self. Do not let other people know exactly what you're going, what you're doing, what you're law and attracting. When you wish on a star, you don't tell people you wish on, because remember the rule. You know, we all learn this as little kids, right? If you tell somebody what you wish for, it won't come true. Why? Why is that true? Because they become negative Nancy, right? On your wishes and dreams. You don't tell people what you wish for at your birthday. You blow out your candles, you keep it to yourself. Right? So that's exactly what it's saying. You're patiently planning. And while you're patiently planning, you're keeping it a secret as your own dream, as your own law and attraction, your own prayer between you and God, the universe, your higher self. You know what I mean? It's between you and God only. No one else needs to know but God himself. He's the one that's going to put everything into action, right? Emperor over here ain't doing nothing for you. No one's going to fix that. You took a self-sacrifice to help yourself and maybe others around you. And it doesn't matter. Even if this Emperor is still with you, it could be your husband, it could be your wife, they're still being negative Nancy to you. I don't know if that's going to work, honey. Okay, well, that's why I'm not telling you anything. Because I already know what you're going to say. Yeah. Having the realizations, and definitely not staying inside your head. You have this realizations of what's going on around you. You're saying, I'm not going to let you cause me anxieties. I'm not going to allow any of this to happen. I have no anxieties, nothing. And you know why? I already heard it. It's because you guys have kept the faith within yourself to say, you know what, this is what I want. I've already done this. I thought about it. Perfect timing. I've healed from all of the stuff that I've gone through. And I'm moderately moving. And I have a belief system, temperance belief system. keeping the faith, keeping the belief within the healing and the moderate timing and everything. And that's good, because that's where it's going to keep you. Yeah, see, because it's going to lead you to victory. So within the near future, this is going to lead you to victory, Virgo. Do not allow anybody to get within yourself. This is logical thinking. You're keeping yourself very calm, very aware, very, I feel very quiet about this. Quiet. Right? It's like she's thinking inside her head. She's comforting herself. She knows what she needs, but she doesn't need to speak it. She's thinking it, but she doesn't need to speak it out loud. Okay, so very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So yes, your self-sacrifice is going to pay off in the end. No doubt about that. Like I said, when is the end? My guys, you know the answer. No one really knows. There's your answer. No one really knows, right? Okay, it could be a month from now, 2 months from now, a week from now, tomorrow. It could be an hour after I read this. You could get a phone call and say, oh my God, right? I just got a job offer or whatever, right? Or I ran into this King of Cups, right? Or that Libra, or whoever. Okay, so communicate clearly for everything that you need. The universe says always, angels say always communicate clearly with what you want. Okay, and there's never no need to worry, which is so beautiful, because this shows me here you're already speaking clearly about what you want and have no worry at all. So just, I think pretty much that right there is telling you continue with that energy, Virgo. Don't forget that. Because as time goes on and it doesn't come in fast enough, this is the first thing we start doing. Not communicating clearly to what we need. And then we start the worry process, right? So let's not do that. Not do that. No negative. No negative. So you can have the big happy changes, which I know. 6 of Wands, victory. Okay? Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. On the love department over here, it looks like you have at least 2. For some of you still have just the 1, and you know that they're negative Nancy, and this is the way it's always going to be, right? It's like, that's my spouse, that's the way they are. Okay. Hey, we all have one, you know. Sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. This one's love yourself first. Do not forget to love yourself first, ever. Yourself is more important than anyone on this planet, okay? Because remember, you came into this world alone. So you need to love yourself. You knew yourself before you knew anybody else. Calling in a soulmate. That could be this King of Cups or this Libra. It could be an air sign. I'm telling you, because I see this King of Cups over here too, this Cancer. Retreat, disconnect from the world so that way you can continue doing what you're doing. I believe that that's just that continuous Virgo mode that you do to disconnect, so that way you can get to where you need to be to find yourself in your space. Okay, if it has to do with this Emperor, this negative Nancy person, heart-to-heart conversations would be good for them. And from others of you, you might be separating yourself or already separated yourself from them. Because you do deserve love. That's going in the middle. That's going to go right here. You do deserve love. So, like I said, if this is your loved one and you know how they are, just have that heart-to-heart conversation, make them understand what's going on. Others of you, you're like, oh, well, it's over. Or, you know, it's either already been over or it's going to be. And the majority of this reading actually is a lot about finances and career, which I kind of picked that up. Kind of picked that up right in the beginning. Okay, so, okay. And that was the reading for you, Virgo. And until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.